Rabbit trails.
Another episode, another day, another dollar.
You know how it goes.
We're back.
We definitely get paid for these.
We get so much money.
So much money
It's
from these.
insane, dude.
Actually unreal.
Literally bought this place, and I don't have to pay rent ever again because it's mine now because of the podcast money.
Literally.
And you know what? I still got money to spare.
We got bought out. Like, somebody loved our show so much, they said, I'm going to buy that, and then we're just going to replace the guys.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll work out very much, but hey, we got money, so,
All of this is also not true. None of that happened.
Yeah, we just blatantly lied to you,
Yeah, we just do this because it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we got quite a number of things to talk about tonight.
Yeah, we've been busy doing stuff, man.
Yeah.
I've been on a Star Wars binger, dude, this week.
All of them movie or cinema related, pretty much. We might go off a little bit, like we do, but
there's been a lot going on in the world.
A lot of,
we enjoy.
A lot going on.
I've been trying to prepare for the next Star Wars. I don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah, because Disney Plus came out, and I'm sure some of you guys are watching The Mandalorian and all that jazz, and they've got all the Star Wars on there, except for The Last Jedi. Yeah, but we watched episode 3 yesterday.
It's
2 days ago.
It's still on my mind.
Bro,
the fight scene with Anakin, dude, and Obi-Wan, dude, it's on my mind all the time because I'm like, that's
flashing before my eyes.
It's just heartbreaking.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it. Ah!
That is a great scene.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that was the fight at the end with Anakin and Obi-Wan was like the most emotion out of all 3 of those films.
Yeah, it was. Man, when Obi-Wan's like, I cannot kill him. I will not kill Anakin.
Yeah, that's rough because then
gotta do it.
And then he gave him really no choice because he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Then you have to.
Yeah.
And of course he left him for dead because he couldn't do it himself.
Couldn't finish him off.
But then if he could have saved, a lot of other lives by doing it himself.
Yeah, but that's the whole, variable of humans.
What I'm thinking though is who would have stopped the Emperor though? Say Obi-Wan did kill Anakin, because he never was gonna be strong enough to defeat the Emperor. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, don't know at all.
And Darth Vader really only defeated the Emperor by pure surprise.
Yeah.
There was no skill or tact involved.
Yeah, he was just
changed
my mind.
Didn't see this coming. Yeah, and just tossed him, dude.
Exactly.
I was like, okay, so anyone could have done that, but
yeah. The Emperor was like, oh, what the frick? And he was like, dude, put me down! And then as soon as he throws him down, I'll see you in episode 9!
I'm coming back!
But, yeah, so we've been watching that, and that was pretty gnarly.
A classic, really.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it for what it is and what they were and how I grew up. It just makes me so mad that nothing was real except occasionally their faces.
Yeah, everything in that movie was CGI. The budget, the budget for the film was $119 million, and they made over. They made $300-something million.
But you could have made a better looking movie cheaper.
Yeah.
By going outside.
I think it's just because CG was so in at that point, and everyone was making these huge blockbusters, and especially because the sci-fi movie surface hadn't been scratched much.
Yeah.
Besides Star Trek, and obviously the older Star Wars, but it was we've got more CGI now, so we can make it even crazier looking, And so they just took it on, and now it's kind of eking back into practical effects because that's what's doing 60-40, 60% practical and 40% CGI is
I love that balance.
That's a great balance.
I love that balance. That's what I like about these new ones. is like, because they have the effects and like they've even like, now they have choreography for like the duels and stuff instead of like this whole twirly thing that they did in the old ones. But yeah, they do that, and it's like super dope. My eyes are just like, dude, thanks for looking at that.
Yeah, like, wow, this is great. Can I watch this without blinking, please?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
We were watching the prequels, and I'm like, that's not even a real guy.
Yeah.
It's just
insane.
There were like 5 people on the cast.
Noticed a whole bunch. Like, they're sitting in a ship at one point, and they couldn't even get a guy to stand in like a clone trooper outfit behind them. They had to they made a CG guy, like standing right behind them. So of course it's gonna be a sore thumb, I'm just like, why couldn't you just get a guy to stand in armor?
And then they
for
had like
5 seconds.
Then they had the clone with his helmet off, and that was real, but his whole body was not.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And instead of stunt doubles for like the older people,
they CGI their heads.
Yeah.
Which is like cool, but nobody really does that anymore. When they do, it's really hard to get that part, because they're like, I don't know where like they draw the line between getting a stunt double and like CGIing their head, because they still do that in movies.
They just have a better technology for
yeah,
it.
it's just mocap and stuff like that and all that jazz.
I feel like if I was like my brother's age when I was watching those like when they came in theaters and stuff, because I never watched it in theaters, I was so young, and I was like, this looks like a cartoon, so I really dig it, and there's a lot of colors and I love colors. But I feel like watching the old ones and saying like, okay, we have like that 60-40, and then watching this where it's like 100
0.
Yeah, 100. Then it's kind of like,
oh, that's unfortunate.
Even the dirt that they were walking on was CG, and you're like, come on now.
It's just really like
watching the second one, when like Anakin and Padme went to like Tatooine, and like Tatooine was all CG. I'm like, you had the first set for episode 4. You could have just redone that. That'd been fine. But I still appreciate them. I still like them. I still watch them.
Yeah, I compared it to the Spider-Man trilogy, the OG Tobey Maguire, because like those aren't fantastic movies by any measure. I think the first one and the second one are pretty dang good. The third one, obviously, not that great.
But you still
but
like,
I love
I'll still
it.
watch it. Yeah,
I love it. I can't not like it.
Yeah.
They're just classics.
And then there's this whole thing going on right now with a Joker sequel.
Yeah, officially.
Don't want it.
Yeah, we don't want it. Just so you guys can hop on the bandwagon with us, because it's a work of art, and they just need to leave it be, because there's not really a sequel you can do with that.
Yeah, there's nothing to do. Like,
if there's not a sequel on your mind right then you're thinking too hard, and it's just gonna ruin it.
Yeah. Because there's nothing to do. You can't
really
add Batman in it without changing his age.
That's the thing. There was no cliffhanger or anything.
Yeah, ended. He was in the
start
asylum.
To finish, they tied up all the loose ends. It's done.
Yeah.
But they're gonna try to break it open again, and that's when it gets ruined. And then it's just a smudge on the record, and I'm like, dude, you have a felony from 13 years ago. I'm not hiring you.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate. But yeah, speaking of budgets, that movie had a budget of $60 million. It made $1.2 billion this weekend. That is a profit margin of $940 million.
Yeah, that's
for a $60 million budget. That's crazy, dude.
It was so good.
They don't need a lot of special effects or anything like that for those kind of movies, but man, they just made Warner Brothers so much money. It's insane.
And they needed it.
Yeah, and so Todd Phillips, the director, they went in and they talked about doing, because this whole thing started because it came out that a sequel was confirmed, and then like a couple hours later, other sources were saying, no, there's no sequel. So then it was conflicting, so everyone was like, what? Todd Phillips released a statement that said that it's still in talks, but there's no contract. But he did manage to get his hands on another DC character, unknown to us yet, that he's going to make another same sort of film, same sort of tone, film for. So we don't know who that character is yet, but he's got another one. He's for sure making another DC movie. We just don't know if he's gonna make a Joker sequel. I don't think they should.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Don't stop while you're ahead. You just made $1.2 billion.
Yeah.
Chill out, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because you can't have Batman because, like...
Yeah, you just can't.
He'll be so old if Batman hits him with anything, he'll die.
Well, it's just like, it's separate from the universe. So then you'd have two Batmans because you'd have Robert Pattinson, then you'd have someone else.
Yeah.
And that's what Todd Phillips is trying to do, actually. Not to bring Batman in at all. I don't think he's that
just creating
crazy.
like a...
Creating a different universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's called DC Black Label. But yeah, it would just be like darker, grittier films, which I think would be fantastic.
It's dope.
Me and Josh have talked about this before. I'm like, okay, DCEU, not doing too well because they're trying to copy what Marvel's doing. What they need to do is go the opposite direction and go for a older audience.
Yeah.
Older audience. Go for a darker...
Own it.
Doesn't have to be like, the Joker every single time. Doesn't have to go all the way, but like, films like Man of Steel it wasn't necessarily aimed towards kids. It was aimed towards, teenagers and young adults, and it just was like a good movie. And they just need to keep doing that instead of trying to pander to these children who are just going to go watch the Disney movies. They're just going to go watch Marvel. They don't need all this DC stuff. They can grow up and then it's like, oh, now you can watch DC. That's such a great strategy.
Yeah.
Just do that. It's they're so dumb sometimes. I just question, why do you do these things? Why can't you just make smart decisions? I don't get it. Like, the fact that they're not letting Todd Phillips do anything and they just made $1.02 billion off that movie, I don't understand.
Hey, thanks, man. Get out.
Yeah. Same thing with this. We were talking about this today, is that, so J.J. Abrams directed The Force Awakens. J.J. Abrams is the director of the Star Trek 1 and 2. Well, Star Trek and then Star Trek Into Darkness, the newer movies with Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, etc., Zoe Saldana.
And say what you want about Episode 7, it was really good.
I thought it was pretty dang
Yeah,
good.
if you didn't like it, it's like, oh, I wanted to see, they didn't do, like, enough with, like, Luke at the end, or like, no, JJ played it safe because it got, like, the prequels got a lot of complaints because of all, like, the CG and Hayden Christensen's performance, which was his own, and you can only do so much with a bad script, and he did very well for playing it safe, and it was a good movie. Anyway.
Yeah, Force Awakens, I didn't have a lot of problems with it, really at all. I thought it was cool. It was the first Star Wars movie that came out for a long time, and I was like, dude, this is awesome, I was super hyped, and I enjoyed the movie. The second one of the trilogy, The Last Jedi, which is like the lowest rated of all time, and Star Wars, I think, I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. It wasn't well received. We can just put it that way. That was directed by Rian Johnson. We don't know why they brought in another director to do the next one, because J.J. Abrams has directed this next one, The Rise of Skywalker. So he directed the first one, and then he stopped, and then he directed the third one. No clue why they brought in a random dude to do the second one, and he's not an acclaimed director. He directed Looper. That was like his biggest movie that I've seen, as far as I know. I looked up some of his work, and I'm like, not impressive, dude. Like, Looper was good, but it wasn't like anything to write home about. I did not write a letter to my dad and go, oh, Dad, please watch Looper. Sincerely, your son.
Yeah.
Didn't do that.
It wasn't like, hey, good job with that low-rated movie. Here's a franchise.
That's beloved by millions of people.
Yeah, we think you can do that.
Yeah, so, like, okay, you did that, you gave him a shot, his movie tanked.
Because, like, J.J. Abrams set up a lot, and then he was like, yeah, I'm going to dump on that.
Yeah,
let's get rid of that.
I'm going to take this my own direction. Oh, Ryan, please don't do that.
And everyone was like, whoa.
So now JJ's coming back in to do the third one.
And now it's hard on him because he's got to, like...
pick up the pieces of the vase that this dude broke, and you can't put it back together.
Yeah.
Because it's a broken vase.
Yeah, you can't, like, repeat it.
Yeah, like, and all this to say, like, you're thinking, oh, never let Rian Johnson do another film. They're letting him do an entire trilogy. In Star Wars, they're letting him do another trilogy. Not connected to the story right now. They're sealing this one up as far as I know. But they're doing another trilogy, and they're like, hey, Rian Johnson, your movie did the worst out of all Star Wars movies ever released. Hey, why don't you just get a whole trilogy? What the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck, dude?
So like,
What the heck?
So like, if you want to be a director, just do poorly, and you'll get all the work.
Yeah, apparently you'll just get handed
Yeah.
major franchises, and you can just throw them in the trash can.
Yeah.
In other news, sorry, go ahead.
It's like the Call of Duty games. Like, everyone knows they're trash every year, but they still get them. So they're like, we want that with Star Wars.
We'll make some more.
Let's make Star Wars so trash that everyone's like, well, Star Wars, I gotta go see it.
I gotta see it.
So
it's Star Wars.
Who could make this like Ryan Johnson?
Ryan Johnson.
Hey,
Let's
man.
get him in here.
Yeah.
Whose movie did the worst? Ryan Johnson. Get him in here. I want him now. We want to make this like the least amount of effort we can put into this. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spend all our money.
No thanks.
Give us less.
No thanks. I feel like we also talked about this today. Like, I feel like if we were in the seat, you know, of like the one making all these major decisions, we'd be killing the game, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we need someone to direct a trilogy. Okay, get a great director. Ryan Johnson? Absolutely not. His movie sucked. Why did we even give him a first chance?
I would fire whoever brought that up. Well, how about,
totally true.
How about I'm thinking we get Ryan Johnson to do it.
Listen, I know what you guys think about Ryan Johnson and how The Last Jedi was like the least amount of money we've made and the lowest rated Star Wars film of all time. But I really think we should give him this next trilogy. You know, just like give him another chance. Get out.
How long have you been here? 10 years, sir. Oh, did you enjoy these 10 years? Yeah, it's been the best years of my life. That's really good, man. Hey, listen, I think that you should go.
Listen, we're taking this in another direction, like a good one, and I just don't think you're gonna work out here anymore.
I feel like the things you're saying are like, they hurt me because it's like dumb.
And like, I feel like hurt and like attacked kind of
like
about it.
Like there's an anger in my bones, and like it's just looking at you, and you like open your mouth and like give your opinion that's really dumb. What I'm trying to say is you're fired.
Please leave. Thank
Hey,
you.
do you know
Goodbye.
why that I'm in charge? It's because I don't say those things.
It's like,
and it cannot be like, if it's one of those things where like, well, Ryan Johnson, you don't have to pay him as much. It's like, oh, we're Disney. We own everything.
yeah, we own literally all of it.
Yeah.
This is how it happened. They're in the conference room. They're like, okay, Force Awakens did well. What can we do to make the second one even better? A janitor emptying the trash can in the room says, hey, you guys remember that movie Looper? It was really awesome. Totally underhyped. Let's get that director in here to direct this one. I think he would have a great vision for this. Oh, a dude totally disconnected from the Disney universe and anything sci-fi. He's never done a sci-fi film in his life. We were thinking about doing J.J. Abrams again because he did well, but let's go with that guy instead. And the janitor got promoted, and you just fired him. Good riddance, in my opinion.
Literally makes no... That's like if you were like, okay, George Lucas made episode 4. It was so good. Let's bring in Ryan Johnson.
It's like, it's the guy who said Ryan Johnson. He's the guy who sits in his office and acts like he does stuff all day, but he does absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And gets paid for it.
He's literally like, he makes those like paper football things, and he's like,
yeah.
flicks it, and then
and he has a giant office.
Someone busts in and goes, quick! He's like, I was working, and he's like trying to write with a stapler. He's like, we need a director fast. And he goes, he has a looper like on his desk that goes with a sticky
it's like
pad.
A red box.
Yeah, it says like mediocre movie, and he's like, Ryan Johnson, and he's like, yes,
dude. Yes, dude. Absolutely, Ryan Johnson. We're on it.
Yeah, and he's like, I still get paid this month.
Still get paid.
Starts flicking his thing again.
So all we're trying to say is, Ryan Johnson, please don't direct anything in your entire life. Go into a different field of work, please.
It just literally, like, my mind can't wrap around, like, all right, J.J. Abrams did the first one. He set up a lot. There's a lot of questions everybody has. Let's bring in someone completely different who doesn't have the answer to those things.
Yeah, why would you hand off?
Like with Snoke, dude. J.J. Abrams made Snoke. Everyone's like, who the frick is this guy? And then he just died like he was nothing.
It's a recipe for disaster when you bring in a separate director for a franchise this large, okay? Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, it's different for Marvel movies because they're separate heroes and they're doing their own solos. This is a connected franchise and a connected storyline. It's not like they had the Russo brothers direct Infinity War and then they brought in someone totally different like Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese to do Endgame. That just doesn't work. You can't do that.
It's like like you have to give Zack Snyder a little credit for Justice League because like he had an incident where he had to go home and not direct Justice League anymore, so they brought someone else in. Now,
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, and like
why?
And like, I'm still gonna say the movie would have been trash if he did the whole thing because he did the entire Batman v Superman.
Even the whole first part that he directed.
It was really bad. But it's like,
they brought in a separate dude.
Just don't do that. You don't take a test and then switch out with someone.
I don't feel good.
Midway through your test.
No. You take the test later. Or you fail it. Scrap the whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
You cannot do this. That's a grab for cash.
And I get you.
Shame on you, Warner Brothers. Shame on you, DCEU.
And I get you have like a deadline and things like that. I get it.
You don't always have to.
But also, like, you're an adult, so just do it.
Suck it up. You know, you made a mistake, you know, doing this. Don't do that, you know. And it's just like, okay, either wait for Snyder to recover, which people would have been upset, but now they're whining about how much they want it. So obviously they could have waited if they knew their fan base, which they don't, because they make trash movies.
It's like if someone in his family died, his daughter die or something?
I think so.
Someone died, and which is a totally reasonable thing to like
stop
doing what you're doing. Yeah, that's horrible. But like you're like, well, he can't do it, but we got to get this movie out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
and way to just crap on his situation even more. Take his work and then make a trash movie, and then you won't release his cut. I don't want the cut released.
Yeah, stop saying release the Snyder cut because it's not gonna be good anyway.
I don't want it.
Don't want it.
I don't want it. I don't even get it because I'm sitting here thinking, okay, he was directing the film, then he had to leave, and then Joss Whedon came in and finished it. So so when people say release the Snyder cut,
you finished the movie but didn't release it and just changed it because you brought someone else in.
Exactly, because I'm thinking like they didn't finish filming with Zack Snyder. They finished filming with Joss Whedon. He came in midway, and so I'm like, are the fans wanting Zack Snyder to go back in, direct and redirect the last part of the movie and then release that movie? Because I'm like, of course Warner Brothers would never do that in their lives. That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. But if it's not like that, I just don't get the whole thing. I don't get how the whole thing works together. Because if he stopped directing, then he'd have to redirect that half of the film, which would just make it even freaking worse. You can't just re-release them and just.
Unless the Snyder cut is a whole new cast,
completely different movie,
and an entirely different storyline, and just a black screen,
and no mustache CGI.
Then I
bull crap.
Yeah.
Then I'll take it and I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But if it's the same movie, don't want it.
Don't want it.
I get why the actors want it because they did the work, but also your movie's already been in theaters.
Yeah.
Also, most of you aren't even in the universe anymore.
Also, you're still getting movies.
Like, Ben Affleck is not Batman anymore.
Yeah, you can't even do that.
And he's like, hey, dude, release the Snyder cut. Why? You were bad.
No, sir. No, thank you.
You know what I think? With these movies, dude, everyone wants these movies. It's literally people who are like, oh, I like DC better than Marvel. And they, lied to themselves saying, these are the best, dude. Someone told me one time that Ben Affleck's Batman was better than Christian Bale's Batman. Do you know what I did? I laughed in their face.
I remember when you told me that. I was livid. I totally mentally blocked that out.
When that happened, dude, I called the hospital.
Yeah.
They transferred me over to the insane asylum.
Yeah.
The insane asylum tried to send me a sedative because they knew that this kind of human being would not go down lightly.
Yeah.
So they were like, you're going to have to stick in his neck when he's not looking. We were going to have to come pick him up. We'll put him in a straitjacket. And I was like, well, I don't know.
They were like, dead or alive, really. Yeah, we're at this point, dead or alive.
Yeah, they were like, there's no way this person can change because they're
too far gone.
They're so far gone, dude. Gone. And I'm like,
once you pass that line, you're not coming back, dude.
And I was like, listen, I can't do that. I'm on the clock right now.
Right.
And I was like, they're already gone. I'm sorry. And they're like, you let them out into society? And
seriously.
then,
That's how you cause mass chaos.
And now we have it.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who thinks Ben Affleck was a good Batman in any regard, please stop. Your crimes are against humanity and they need to be stopped.
Yeah, there's just no good thing about that whole movie.
And don't get me wrong, I think Ben Affleck is a pretty good actor.
He's a good actor.
I think he's decent. The Accountant was so freaking good.
It was really good.
Loved that movie.
Mm.
He's done really good. Good Will Hunting, like the movie that started his career. I love him in that. I mean, he's a supporting actor, but I thought he did really good. And Casey Affleck, his brother, I love him too.
Really good. But hey, Batman?
But hey, Batman, get the
No.
frick out. Never do that.
No,
Why would you
dude.
do that? You've already played Daredevil and that tanked. Don't touch a superhero again.
Yeah, dude. I would rather watch your Daredevil movie than watch you be Batman.
Oh, please. Yes, please. You know what he was thinking when he took the Batman role? When he scored Batman, he's thinking, oh, everyone's gonna get like he was thinking he's the underdog and he's gonna rise up and everyone's gonna love him, and then everyone just hated him as Batman and it just ruined everything even more.
I guarantee he was like, okay, Ryan Reynolds did Green Lantern. That was really bad. He's Deadpool now. Everybody loves him.
Everyone loves him.
I gotta be Batman.
Yeah.
And then
no thank you.
You're not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Because even though Green Lantern was so bad, they go, we love Ryan.
Yeah.
No one has ever been like,
we love Ben.
Daredevil, I can stomach it,
Yeah, no,
you can't.
You cannot
Can't do
stomach
it.
I tried to put it in my stomach one time surgically because I can't eat it. You know,
Doctor told me
surgically tried to insert it into my stomach cavity.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, it would not even go in there.
Yeah, dude.
It was unreal. Like there was like a force field.
Doctor said they had to put me under, take it out
Dude,
immediately.
seriously,
They were
my
like,
body
this is
was
bad.
rejecting it. I was like,
Dude.
like, and I was under.
Yeah, he was like, listen, the only thing, they were like, alcohol is rejected by your body, but this, dude, it's going to destroy your body.
It's gonna destroy your liver completely.
And I was like, excuse me? He was like, it's this or your liver, like one of the two. And I go, oh, I guess
Oh my
take
gosh.
I was like, well, can I keep it? Can I do without my liver? He's like, you can't live without your liver. And I was like, all right, I guess
That's
you're
clever.
right. Yeah, I was like, I guess you're right. Take it out. And he was like, yeah, we've already wasted too much time. So like,
you bled out pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, all we're trying to say is Ben Affleck, don't play Batman ever again. It was a big mistake for you to do anything like that. Why did you do that? We don't know.
They said, Henry Cavill, Superman. Hey, good choice.
Bless.
They go,
Bless.
Ben Affleck, Batman. No.
Curse.
No. And
Curse.
then they go, who's that one kid who played the Flash? They go,
Ezra Miller.
yeah, they were like, hey, this kid, does he like?
Pitiful.
Does he have any? Do you think he has anything to like Flash related at all? And they go no, and they go perfect, cast him.
Does he even look like the Flash? No.
No.
Perfect, cast him. Even better.
They go, let's make it where he doesn't hold any qualities like the comic book character besides just being fast.
Oh, let's make him the comic relief. That's a great idea.
Let's make like a dude who's known to be super smart, just a complete idiot.
Let's make him like funny, but he makes jokes that like are dumb, like he's stupid.
And they go,
Oh my gosh.
they go, Rian Johnson, you're so smart. You should have your own franchise.
Ryan Johnson, please come direct Justice League. Number 2.
Honestly.
We loved The Last Jedi. You did so well. I can't even say that without getting nauseous.
I'll still watch The Last Jedi. It was way better than Justice League.
Oh, by far.
It was just...
By far. I was in Thailand when I watched it, so I was just psyched to see anything American.
Yeah.
You know, and just like the whole time I was watching that, I thought I was in America.
Yeah.
And then it ended, and I was teleported back to Thailand, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude.
Turn it back on.
It was crazy. Camden would always go see movies. I went and saw Jumanji, the Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, blah blah blah. Went and saw that as well in Thailand. But Camden went and saw more movies. I can't remember all I saw. But he would always just go to the Maya Center and just watch movies on his free time. It's great.
But yeah, we've been heavy on the Star Wars stuff.
Heavy. Mandalorian.
Oh, so good, dude.
Class
Baby Yoda's
act.
gonna stay with everyone.
Baby Yoda. They're releasing merchandise.
That's great.
Finally.
I'll probably buy some.
Everyone has just been shouting for it, and they were like, "We're not going to release any." And
Dude,
everyone went, "Aw."
We've been on this earth. We've been on this earth for 21 years. That's 21 years of seeing stuff that's super cute. Out of those 21 years of me living, including the ones I can't recall because I was a child and my brain was mush, I've never seen anything so cute.
Nothing is cute.
Than Baby Yoda.
Nothing comes close.
Yeah.
Not even merely.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's such a cute baby." Like now, whenever I see a baby, I can't be like, "Oh, that's the cutest baby I've ever seen," because I'm lying. I'd be a liar.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, and then I'm gonna pull a picture of Baby Yoda, put it right in front of you. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. That is the
So
cutest
cute,
baby of all time. Oh my goodness, so cute. And then they're gonna be like, thank you so much for saying that. I'm gonna go, hey, you're welcome. My job here is finished.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is the second cutest baby I've ever seen. I'm gonna try to say it really fast.
Second cutest baby I've ever seen.
And they're gonna be like, what did you say? I'm gonna be like, that's the second cutest baby I've ever seen. They go, who's the first? I'm gonna go, Baby Yoda. And they're gonna go, what? And I'm gonna show them, and they're gonna be like, all right, I gotta get rid of this thing.
Yeah, I just decided when I have a child, Halloween,
Baby
gonna
Yoda.
be Baby Yoda. Gonna be Baby Yoda. Don't care how much it costs.
It's just like a
guaranteed. That's already gonna be a thing by the time.
Oh, 100%, dude.
For sure.
I mean, if you hadn't seen Baby Yoda, you gotta Google it. I don't
Bruh.
care if you don't like Star Wars or
Google
not.
it immediately.
More than likely, if you're still listening to this, you like Star Wars.
Immediately.
So you gotta Google it, dude.
Google Baby Yoda. Google it right now. Don't stop. Just if you need to pause it, if you're driving, stop driving. Pull over. Google it immediately.
Let Jesus take the wheel. Get on your phone. Google search Baby Yoda. And you'll go, wow, this was really worth the effort.
For safety reasons, please don't drive and type. Thank you.
Or do it. I'd encourage it.
Well, I just have to say that, so,
oh, yeah, so
we don't get sued or whatever.
Yeah, because we make buttloads on here.
Yeah, dude, so much money.
We're definitely heavy influencers.
What was I going to say?
Dude, I feel like if we were heavy influencers, we would still be this way because we would just not want that. I think the funniest thing is, like, people who are super famous but don't care to be super famous.
Yeah, dude. Hilarious.
Yeah, not like that would ever happen here, but
this is the best kind of famous people, dude.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's like I'm famous now, so
yeah.
That's pretty crazy, huh?
Kind of like, I feel like Cody and Noel are kind of that way. They're like, oh, that's great.
Wow, it's crazy, man. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing I've been doing.
Yeah, which is dope.
It's dope.
But yeah, I like in the Mandalorian how like, old dude, don't know who he is, don't know his name. He's just a Mandalorian. He doesn't speak much.
Pedro Pascal, great actor.
He was in Game of Thrones.
I know.
It's great.
I just wasn't a fan of that show,
Yeah, you either liked it or you didn't.
That is very true. I've found. I didn't hate it. I just didn't want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
reason.
if you
it
just
didn't catch my eye.
Yeah.
And I like medieval stuff and fantasy stuff like that, like Lord of the Rings, huge advocate. Stuff like that. The Hobbit, love it. Robin Hood, love it. All that stuff. Fan. Game of Thrones, I just wasn't, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're either someone who's like, I started watching it and it was amazing and I finished it, or you're like,
not.
There's some people that are like, never seen it and they're like, I hate it.
Yeah, see, I can't do that.
I hate it because everyone loves it.
That's pathetic.
Yeah.
That is pathetic. That's you trying to make yourself different to grasp some sort of value to your life when you're insignificant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Join the club. Just even if you joined in, you wouldn't be significant,
Yeah.
It's
the only time I think I've ever done that with anything is if someone was trying to push me to watch something and I'm like, I don't like this anymore just because you push it on me.
And he does that a lot.
Yeah.
Anytime I really want him to watch something that I know he would really enjoy, I really want him to watch it, but he keeps going, no, I don't think so, or I'll watch that some other time. And I'm like, dude, come on. And then he's then he refuses it. But then after a minute, he'll come back around and be like, okay, let's watch it, because he tells I'm getting upset that he won't watch it with me. And then I turn around and I go, I don't want to watch it with you because you're just doing that out of courtesy and you don't really want to watch it. Because then he watches it and he goes, didn't like it, because he didn't want to freaking watch it in the first place.
I like Nacho Libre.
Yeah, well, you watched that because someone else wanted to watch it. But we didn't watch it when I was asking and you said no. I refused. We watched it when someone else came over, remember?
I was going to watch it regardless of that person coming over or not. Because that person didn't come over until last minute.
But it was weeks before
I just have to be in the mood. Because if I'm not in the mood to watch it, then I don't know. If it's as good as someone is saying, I want to be okay, I want to see it. Because then I feel like if I'm not into it at all, then I won't really enjoy it.
But you don't say that. Like, you just say, no, I don't want to watch that. You don't say, I'll watch it later. I want to watch that. I'll watch it later.
Yeah, I just don't want to lie to you.
But then, and this is just me, you'll just get on your phone. And then you're like, I don't like it. And I'm like, you didn't even watch the whole thing.
That's me being myself, dude. That's me being respectful.
It's not even included. It's not even inclusive of that fact. It's just that you watch it and you're like, I didn't like it. I'm like, well, you didn't see the whole thing. How would you know if you like it?
Talking about the Maze Runner?
No, I'm talking about just...
Because I did do that with the Maze Runner.
I don't remember that. It was so long ago.
It was on your birthday, and we went to the theater. And
I remember when it was. I just don't remember watching it.
This movie's trash, and so I got on my phone.
Yeah, and that shaped this entire future still to this day.
Yeah, Gage is more of an old soul, though.
It's not old soul. It's just what you're supposed to do.
Dude, I'm being myself, so it's super respectful.
Don't join in with the liberal party.
I'm just being myself, dude. It's super respectful. I'm gonna do that at work. I'm just like not do anything at all. Like put my feet on the desk and like eat, like wear my pajamas and be like, you need to dress appropriately and you can't do that. And be like, oh, but I want to do this, and so this is me being myself.
The most respectful thing I can do is not lie to you and be myself. They're like, you're fired. You're like, hey man, if that's your truth, just go ahead and say it. Hey man, truth's subjective. Am I really fired? I don't know. Maybe to you, but not to me.
You might think I'm fired, but I don't.
I don't think I'm fired. I don't agree with that.
So like, I'll see you tomorrow. Show up the next day. No, dude, you're fired.
I disagree. You can't.
That's okay that you think that, but
this is my opinion. I'm not fired.
Sir, why doesn't my time clock work?
Sir, you're fired. You can't come back. I'm not gonna let you work here. See, but that's your truth. Did you ever ask what mine might be? Because you're really upsetting me right now.
I feel attacked because you don't think I work here anymore.
But I, in fact, do, because I'm here. I'm trying to clock in.
But where is my time card?
Obviously, my truth. You would look at this and go, this man works here. Anyone would see, I work here. I wasn't just fired. That's your truth. Not mine. Yours.
I feel like we're not too far from this.
100% that has happened before.
Has to.
No doubt in my freaking mind.
Has to.
These days, I think it happened, man. Some kid got arrested for pointing a finger gun.
That's...
Charged with a felony.
I can't even say that's funny because it's just straight up ridiculous.
Yeah, I would punch anyone in the face who says that's okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done that. Punched in the face right then. Well, he shouldn't have done that.
Well, he shouldn't have made a gun out of his fingers. Because that's threatening?
You're about to get punched right in the face. What if he was just walking down the hall doing one of these? Like,
yeah,
what's up, man?
Yeah.
Ha! You know, I do that all the time. I point at youth kids, I snap, I do that. What if they're like, that's a gunshot?
He's threatening my life.
You can't do that. Cops come in and tackle me. Get him!
Yeah, dude. The Fonz just did the thumbs. He'd still go to jail.
Dude, like, have they watched Johnny Bravo?
Dude, Johnny Bravo would not make it on TV,
That would trigger
dude.
so many people, dude.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
No. 100%.
No, please.
Literally just a man objectifying women.
Dude.
As a cartoon. And getting punched for it, and everyone laughed. All of America laughed and loved.
I've just created the new thing. Get ready, because you're about to agree with what I'm about to say. What was I going to say a minute ago? I thought of something and I can't remember it.
Dude, I love when that happens.
It's honestly my favorite thing to do.
I hate when that happens and how frustrated you are that you can't, and then you're thinking about everything.
Yeah. What was I just thinking of? And obviously you can't remember.
And you're like, okay, well, I woke up this morning and I had Apple Jacks.
First thing I did.
And you go through your day and you go, I can't remember.
I just can't seem to get past this wall.
And then you wake up the next day and you're like, I got 30 minutes of sleep. Can't remember what I was thinking about. Thought about it all night.
It's like dreams when you can't remember them. So frustrating. I had a dream last night and it's on the tip of my freaking tongue and I can't remember it.
I usually always remember my dreams just because as soon as I wake up, I say it out loud and I go, that's funny. And then I remember it.
Yeah, most of the things that I find interesting, I think about in my head long before I speak it out loud. I just don't usually talk out loud about stuff. I'm always thinking about it.
I feel like you definitely do. I don't think you realize you do it because you're always speaking to yourself as if you are in the room with yourself in front of you. Mm-hmm. Literally, he'll just be like speaking, and I'm like, I'll be in my room, like playing a game or something, and he's just talking, and I'm like, okay, he's about to stop because normal people would just stop doing that. And then I'll
just say one thing.
I'll like pause my game and just listen, and he's still doing it. And I go, does he know that he's still talking? And then like, it'll just keep on going, and I'll be like, I don't think he knows, but he's definitely just doing it. And then he'll answer his own questions. He'll go, I'm really curious about this. And then I'll go, well, what about this? And I'm pretty sure we talked about this on here before.
Yeah, we have.
But yeah.
'Cause you hate it for some reason.
Yeah, he'll ask for my opinion, and I'll give it, and he'll go, no, that's not it. And then he'll answer his own question and go, oh, okay. And I'll go, was not needed in any of this.
Well, I'm just trying to get other perspectives on my question. Why would you care if my question's answered, you know? That's my
It's
that's
not
my,
so much that
that's
it's
my
that.
thought. Is like, why would you care if my question is not answered? So I'm trying to come to the bottom of this answer.
It's only because like you'll ask, and then I'll go, I guess that's interesting. Maybe it's this, and then you go, that's not it. And I'll go,
You go, sweet man, awesome.
awesome, I'm wrong. And then he answers it, and I go, great.
Awesome, man. So glad you could figure that out. Thank you for bringing me into the loop on this one.
Oh man.
I do talk to myself frequently.
Yeah, he's going somewhere
Hey,
with that checked out.
A lot of times, like, mental problems like that, like schizophrenia and stuff, they don't manifest till you're, like, in your 20s a lot of times. So I could very well be insane. I don't even know it.
I'd say yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just always having conversation. And that's, like, a lot of times that's how I figure out stuff, you know? Because I guess I'm one of those people that has to say it out loud, but I just answer myself. A lot of people will like say it out loud and they'll think about it and they'll go, oh, okay. But I'll just say it out loud. I'll go, no, because this is this. Well, maybe it's the other way around.
Dude, that's where we differ. Like, you'll start talking, your other Gage will talk and be like, hey, what's up? And you go, what's up, dude? Mine will be like, hey, can I tell you something real quick? And be like, no, you can shut up.
I go, hey, dude, go ahead. Speak your truth, you know?
Well, you're fired. Well, that's your truth.
Well, I don't agree with that. I disagree.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, dude, I'm done.
I think we got it all.
Yeah, we're done,
we got
dude.
it all out. Our cinema passions have been excreted.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been pooped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You already know the drill. You know, watch it or listen to it. Appreciate you.
I already have.
You might get a Thanksgiving special. You might not. You know.
Yeah. Please tweet at us. No one ever does. So.
Please follow us.
Please. Yeah. So if you disagree with one of our movie thoughts, tweet it at us, and we'll smash you the next episode.
We'll call you out by name. Give your address. Dude.
Twitter handle. Yeah.
But, yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.
See you later.
Please.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Everything he was saying, like when he was like, you wouldn't, I bring my kids up here and they're all raggedy and stuff, you won't think, what kind of parent is he? I'm like, actually, that's exactly what I would think. Considering you're wearing like a really nice suit. Like, what is he doing?
I think that's what he was saying, though. He was saying, like, if I brought my kids up here in ratty clothing, you'd say, what a horrible dad. So then he was saying that we need to dress nice and have nice things, otherwise it's a bad reflection on God.
So stupid.
Literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Even if you have raggedy clothes, you know, you can still worship God. And that's what he wants.
So stupid.
Like, he likes giving you things, like, that's fine and all. He's not gonna, but that's not the point. Like, his main purpose for you isn't to receive items.
And he doesn't need us to make him look good.
Yeah, not at all. Dude looks good on his
freaking
own.
crap, dude.
Yeah, I need him to look good.
He goes,
So I look like crap all the time.
He goes, I don't think so.
So, God, are we going to Joel's church? No.
Apparently when Kanye was there, he was like, I'm going to convert you, Joel. I was like, dang, that is savage.
He also said, I watched a little bit, he also was like, now, you know, the best artist God ever created is on his side.
Yeah, I was laughing I was chuckling at that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, pride.
All right, Kanye, you got a couple things to work on, but it's fine. Everyone does.
You're a beginner, so I'll cut you some slack on that one.
Everyone was like, Joel should be so mad at him. I'm like, all right, so you're the problem.
All right, you're a nuisance.